My name is Midian Bettis. I will review the exhibition What Can a Body Do?, curated by Amanda Cachia, and then critically analyze it. Some key concepts are accessibility, which is the primary tool that organizations can use to dismantle ableism and provide a more inclusive space. Public, as in a public or the public, or group of people like an audience. Counterpublic is a smaller section that does not operate within the public, and in this it will be disabled and non-disabled, with the disabled being the counterpublic. Representation. Equal opportunity for artists, curators, and those of diverse backgrounds to have equal opportunity. Let's get into it. This exhibition ran at Haverford College in the Cantor Fitzgerald Gallery from October 26th to December 16th, 2012. The exhibition features 9 disabled artists chosen by Amanda Cachia to speak on what a disabled body can do through their art. Since this concerns accessibility, I wanted to review what I found accessible and what could have been improved through this exhibition. It is difficult to cater to everyone who is disabled because there is a wide range of disabilities that require different accommodations. But given that this is an exhibition centered around disability and accessibility, I think that accessible spaces are what's important here. To start with, the catalog for this exhibition was 48 pages long and provided pictures of the works. The exhibition provided audio descriptions, sign language interpreters, voiceovers, large print text, braille, and altered heights for displayed works. The website was supposedly made to be accessible as well, but upon looking at the website, which is now unavailable, though I was able to find it through the Internet Archive Wayback Machine, it does not seem to be as accessible as it was saying it was. The website had no accessibility option. Typically, there is an accessibility icon. You click on it and it makes for a more accessible website to view. It just depends from website to website, but that was not an option here. It wasn't an option on any of the Haverford College websites, as the exhibition website was an extension of the Haverford College website. Within the catalog, it says that there's an accessible entrance in the back, but entering through the back can be very isolating. You have to be hidden. You do not have the main entrance as the primary option, which is pretty disappointing to see. It emphasizes the counterpublic from the public. Haverford College does not have a history of disability representation in their exhibitions. Since then, they've had one exhibition in 2020 that spoke a little bit on disabled people, but there's not much of a history there. A history of representation tells a lot about what a space has to offer and what they value. There was also no live streaming or video documentation of the exhibition. There is no working archive to look at on the Cantor Fitzgerald Gallery website. If you click on the exhibition, it takes you to a broken page that is unreadable. So the only resource is the Wayback Machine Internet Archive, but even then, an online exhibition is not provided. Seating was also not available at this exhibition. There is a photo of people sitting on the floor watching a live performance, but no actual seating is available. Seating is critical for people with lower or reduced mobility, and even just anybody who can get tired. Children, adults, people carrying things, and that was not an option, unfortunately. The accessibility features were available in the catalog and on the website, which is pretty good, though, because it is about disability representation and accommodations. more could have been done. There are no mentions that service animals are allowed in, which legally they're supposed to be, but it was not mentioned at all, nor are personal care assistants mentioned if they were able to have free admission. There was also no mention of where the bathrooms are for disabled people. Touch-based works, nothing about sliding scales for admission, which I believe are all important things for disabled people to have access to. These types of accommodations are mentioned in the guidelines sent by Carolyn Lazard's Accessibility in the Arts, a Promise and a Practice, as well as Chachia's contribution to Interdisciplinary Approaches to Disability, Looking Towards the Future, Volume 2. Although Ms. Cachia beautifully curated the works and the artists, there were live performances that some people could not make it to and could not access online via live streams as previously mentioned, which is very unfortunate. The lack of accessibility for an accessible marketed show still isolates the counter public from the public, as it highlights only a few accommodations. Again, physical mobility-centered disabilities did not seem to be specifically accommodated, nor did sensory-related disabilities, for example, having reduced lighting. It was nice to see a representation of disabled and non-white artists because those are two minorities often isolated, especially together. I think that Ms. Cachia could have picked a gallery space that was more accessible, as there weren't many options for those with low mobility. This exhibition seems to be more of a lip service for the gallery space, as not many accommodations were made afterward. They just had more standard gallery exhibitions. They did not go as far as Ms. Cachia did. You can't find their accessibility policies on their website. Often that means they don't have much, which having them there would highlight how little they have. I don't think that it did what she wanted it to do, as the gallery space did not seem to improve further. Representation is vital, and what accommodations can be changed and continuously set, not just for one show and then never again. Thank you. I will be providing a script with all of my sources used.